Hey, this is Ashton Lamar. Today, I'm going to touch on a little bit about racism and abortion. Um, I have a fan page, Ashton, the motivational speaker, mentor, and life coach. My document that I'm going to be discussing from will be on there titled Abortion and Racism, but I'm going to give you a few facts, um, and hopefully you go read what I have on my Facebook. Um, Margaret Sanger is the lady who spawned Planned Parenthood. She helped coin the terms like eugenics. Uh, Abortion is genocide. Look up the definition on genocide. Um, there's four definitions that I talk about in my document dealing with bigotry, ethnocentrism, racism, and prejudice. Those are four similar words, but they have different meanings. Racism is power plus the ability to oppress. There always has to be an oppressor. Ever since the days of Rome, there's been one group, the Caucasian group of people around the world, who has been ruling through Hitler, from slavery, coming from Africa to America. I'm not targeting the Caucasian population because I'm black, Indian, French, Creole, Irish, and German. Okay, that's not my point to target that. But I am a believer of speaking truth, and that's what I'm going to do. Uh, the the Caucasian population is the smallest population in the world, but yet they have been had the ability to oppress, and that's dealing with systematic oppression through uh, uh, people like the Illuminati. Check out them. Do your research. The Bible says, "My people perish from the lack of knowledge." Through they have 13 bloodlines. Type in the 13 bloodlines on Google of the Illuminati, and you could do your own research. Um, uh, in my document, I really encourage you to go read it. You'll be able to discuss more on this topic about abortion and racism, things like that. Um, and I think it will enlighten you. Um, like I said, the people perish for the lack of knowledge. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Millions of babies are being killed every year due to abortion. The Caucasian population has the biggest population in America, and they have the most abortions, but yet the African American population is smaller, but and the percentage of abortions destroy and harm that culture even more. It's a decrease in the African American culture here in America. Uh, I'm I don't believe in abortion for any race, but abortion was targeted for the African American population. Margaret Sanger, the co-founder or the founder of Planned Parenthood, here's some of her quotes. We should hire 3 or 4 colored ministers, preferably with social service backgrounds and with engaging personalities. The most successful educational approach to the Negro is through the religious appeal. We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. She also said birth control itself, often denounced as a violation of natural law, is nothing more, nothing less than the facilitation of the process of weeding out the unfit and preventing the birth of defectives or of those who will become defective. So she's talking about there of Caucasians being uh, married or having babies with African Americans or minorities. Um, she helped term the term eugenics. So look that up, eugenics. Um, she also say our failure to segregate morons who are increasingly multiplying a dead weight of human waste, an ever increasing, unceasingly spawning class of human beings who should never have been born at all. That's racism. She had the power to oppress through abortion. Eugenics deal with the ability to control the race through science. Okay, so enough with Margaret Sanger. Do your research. Look up genocide. Planned Parenthood is the #1 provider for America abortions. They also 30% of abortions in the United States are performed by African American women, while they represent only 13% of the female population in our country. And then African Americans are not the only minority in America that is on the decline in population. Okay, so here's call it the good, the bad, and the ugly, real quick. Although abortion occurs too frequently, in 2008, induced abortions released in 10-2309 indicates that Ohio abortions have reached an all-time low. They went from 29,000 to 30,000, from 30,000. That's about a 4% decrease. That's good news. It's a decrease in just in Ohio. This comes from the 2008 induced abortions in Ohio report. Look it up yourself. You can get these reports from your states. The bad, the National Vital Statistical Report, Volume 58, number 4, October 14, 2009, indicates that there were 1,206,000 induced abortions performed in 2005, the latest official tally. This is a decrease from the 1.3 million induced abortions reported in 2003. However, when you think about 1.2 million babies who lost their lives by abortion in 2005, as well as the mothers, fathers, and families suffering from abortion's aftermath, the current outlook is still pretty bad. They say that about 1,300 black babies are killed every day. The Caucasian population has more than that, and Hispanics is pretty high as well. So abortion is bad. Mike Vick got in all this trouble about fighting dogs, but yet we letting our babies get destroyed due to abortion. You are now by law able to kill your child up to 9 months. That's law, y'all. Okay, the ugly. The National Vital Statistics Report says in 2009, it breaks down the ethnical related induced abortion information. In the white community in the U.S., all pregnancies were 3,329,000. Live births were 2,303,000. Induced abortions were 415,000. So the percentage is about 18%. So for every 100 white babies born alive, there were 18 white babies who died to abortion. That's bad. In the Hispanic community, there were 1,451,000 pregnancies. There was 986,000 live births. There was 263,000 abortions. So the percentage is 26.6%. So for every 100 babies born to a Hispanic community, about 27 babies were dying. And when we get to the African American community, there was 1,217,000 pregnancies, 587,000 live births, and induced abortion was 452,000. So the percentage is 77%. So for every 100 babies born in the black community, 77 babies were dying. If this keeps happening, the African American community will be destroyed. And this is through eugenics. Due to Margaret Sanger, her birth of abortion was based and created and birthed out of racism to destroy a population. Do your research. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Just think of how ugly that is when 77% of a population of a people was destroyed due to abortion. Now it's 9 months, you can kill your child. You know, Mike Vick gets all this headlines about killing dogs and fighting dogs. Yes, that's bad, but we're killing our children. Like I said, I encourage you to do your research. And also go to my fan page on Facebook, Ashton Lamar, the motivator, Ashton the motivational speaker, mentor, and life coach. Read my document. Get knowledge.